everybody, and welcome to the GSM's Pride. Hope you had a great weekend. This week we're going to give you a inventory update. A few months ago we did a vlog on the decline of new and used inventory. So I wanted to really give you an update on where we stand and how that's coming along. It's getting better, so as you'll see, but it's something that we are really cognizant of right now with the inventory levels the way they are. So I will see you all in a bit. Okay, let's go take a look at the inventory and see how we're doing. Last time you looked around, if you take a look at it, we were pretty empty, so we're going to look around and see really how empty we are now. So the new cars specifically have started to come in kind of dribs and drabs, not really on the standpoint of the usual kind of inventory levels, but one of the biggest things that we all tend to be getting are fleet. So as you can see down here, we have a lot of the fleet F-150s, which in a way help us, but not from a retail standpoint and market share. However, I do finally have some Expeditions. We have a couple of Edges also down here. So again, as you can see, the inventory on the new side is getting a little bit better. An area that we're still really struggling on, we usually run about 400 units in stock, including fleet, but one of my biggest problem cars right now is our biggest seller, and as you can see, F-150s, not really as many as we used to have. As you remember, these two rows used to be absolutely stacked all the way down. Again, we have a couple of fleet Explorers, some fleet Mavericks. Let me show you those Mavericks real fast because they are a new model for us. So again, the fleet ones, which is kind of weird, they're only getting fleet because we have a bunch in the order bank, but here's some of the fleet. But as you already know, pretty much every single one of the fleet cars that we get tend to be already sold, so it doesn't really help us immensely that much because you've got too many that are, just already orders that are going out. So when it comes to actually having the inventory, it's not the greatest, but we are starting to get some, so I can't complain. It is getting better, not perfect, but better. An area I'm going to walk up and show you real quick is the used cars. Used cars, it's kind of a weird one, I'm not gonna lie. We keep going kind of back and forth on what we actually have in stock, because we are selling a lot of them. The problem is you have to pay so much for them, and when it comes to customers coming in and negotiating, we don't really have much negotiation room because the market's the market, and the problem is they're really expensive to buy. A couple of other cars we have here, we have some more Explorers. These have all just come in recently. We've got an Escape there. And then what we got up here, we got 4 more Escapes and a couple more Explorers. So let's just go take a quick look at the used car lot and see where we're at on that one. Again, the used cars is probably the easier ones to get, but you are definitely having to pay up for them, that's for sure. So we've got a real nice looking Mustang here. That was a purchase off the street. A couple of Fusions. Obviously the front line is full as usual. One of the biggest areas for opportunity is trucks, because we have a lot of them, but they're just really cold right now for some strange reason, and which is kind of weird because we have plenty of trucks, as you can see, and not many new ones, so you would assume that you would sell those cars easier, but unfortunately that's not necessarily the case. And that's one of the hardest things about inventory, is really judging where the market's at and trying to figure out where the market is going to go. So as you can see, we've still got some spots kind of empty. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. So in the comments down below, put up some of your examples in some of the other dealerships and the dealerships that you work at. I'm interested to see what your inventory levels are like. I'm interested in seeing if it's got better, worse, what kind of inventory you actually have in. Is it mainly fleet? Is it a lot of retail? So put those comments in and we'll see you all in a bit. As you can see, inventory is definitely starting to look up a little bit. I wish I could say the same for the pricing. Yes, the pricing is still higher on used cars than it usually is, and on new, obviously we're still asking MSRP. You know, it could be worse. We could be one of those stores that ask for more than MSRP. So you know, it's just a supply and demand thing. It's nothing nothing personal or anything that we're trying to do. If you are working at a dealership and you are putting some stuff out there, let me know. I want to see those inventory levels and see if we're not the only one that's starting to improve a little bit. So put up some comments on there if you do work in the industry, and I'll just be curious to see what the inventory is looking like in your dealership. Over on this side, I'm going to put up a video link. On this side, I'm going to put up subscription link, and up in the top corner there, Lou Fuse Ford's subscription link. As always, over at Lou Fuse Ford, we can replace the car, not the customer. Hit that post notification button, hit the like button, comment as much as you can, subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.